Hi everyone, today we're going to be taking a look at some trailers for the new film, It Chapter 2. So let's just take a look at this.
Something happens to you when you leave this town. The farther away the hazier it all gets. With me, I never left.
Do you see how this guy represents Barack Obama? Because he's not supposed to leave the Earth at the end of days. He's supposed to stay on the Earth. So basically, Derry, the town in this movie, represents hell. And basically, when they left, the characters, they left to go to heaven. That's what it represents through that. But now they have come back to this town, representing them coming back to hell. So basically, this guy probably represents Jesus Christ. As you can see, he's wearing the blue and the white there.
The farther away the hazier it all gets.
And then Beverly represents the Revelation 12 woman. Because in Revelation 12 it mentions the woman and the dragon. And this Beverly character, she represents the woman through that. So, take a look at this other trailer for It Chapter 2. And it says 5 right there on the door. And that represents this. The 5th trumpet sounding and the 5th angel showing up. 5th angel is another name for Satan. Because it, the clown, well, it's not really a clown, it just takes the form of a clown. It's actually a monster. But anyway, it represents Satan. See? This guy may look like a clown right here, but he's actually Satan. See? The 5 there. 4. The 5th trumpet and the 5th angel. And just like the 5 on the door there. So, you can even see the letters IT right there for it. See? So that clown there, that represents it. Or it represents that clown there. So, it represents Satan, but most villains in popular culture represent Satan, including the Joker. See how it says put on a happy face? They want everybody to put on a happy face. But not many people are happy in this world at the moment, because things are just so, like, effed up. They just want, like, these elites at the top of the pyramid, these rich Freemasons, they just want you to put on a happy face and get on with your jobs. Like submissive little pigs. But no, we have to say, we're not going to do that, we're going to do what we want. Don't you see, like, Satan is at the top of the pyramids, just like all the rich Freemasons. That's why all the money is at the top here, in this picture. That's why, like, Tony Stark is basically a rich Freemason in the MCU, the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Even, Supreme Leader Snoke, one of the newer characters to the Star Wars franchise, he seems to be a rich Freemason as well. Or a rich Freemason type character. The Conjuring franchise, part of the Conjuring universe that includes those Annabelle films and all of that, jargon. You could say that the Patrick Wilson guy represents Jesus, and then the Vera Farmiga character represents the Revelation 12 woman. I mean, we all know that in Roman numerals, a 5 is a V. So do you see the V in her name there? Going back to, of course, the 5 there, see? So, even they make the letters A. Can you see it in that text there? If we zoom in. The A letters, they even make them look like V's, because there's usually a line in A, isn't there? But it's like they've done like this stylistic font here where the line of the A is taken out. Because there's usually a line that connects one side of the A with the other. I know that's going really deep now, but that's what we like to do on this channel. So, The Conjuring 3 is coming out in September 2020. But It's Chapter 2 is coming out in September 2019. So why is it always September? Like when these like horror films come out? Well, sometimes it's actually October because that's when Halloween is, and that coincidentally is when Joker is coming out, October 4th, see? So, don't know how many films there's going to be in the Conjuring franchise. Don't know whether it'll eventually get to the Conjuring 5 for the Fifth Age, and the Fifth Angel, and the Fifth Trumpet. Again, because that would go back to that 5 on that door there. I mean, I just think it's so weird that September, we have a villain who is basically a clown with the It film. And then in October, we have another villain, which is also a clown, Joker. So, what is it about having 2 villainous clown films coming out 1 month, like, after each other? So, yeah, so It comes out, It's Chapter 2 comes out in September, then Joker in October. Like, why are they so close together, those release dates? There must be something in this. Like, is it the elite pulling the strings again, telling Hollywood to do these release dates so it's symbolic in some way? I'm not entirely sure, but I mean, this could potentially be terrible, to be honest, because, like, does it mean something awful is going to happen in real life again in September or in October? Like another terrorist attack or something? God forbid. I mean, it's literally like they bring out these films like Joker and It as some sort of ritualistic thing. Like when they're about to plan an atrocity that's going to happen in real life, like a terrorist attack, like they just bring out these films about evil people and evil beings. Like, they say It is a monster, but what is it really? Is it a demon? I mean, I'll tell you what is a demon. Valak out of the Conjuring franchise. Here he is right here. See, he's black for the darkness. He's like a black goo. Just like Venom. See, Venom and Valak, they both start with the letter V. Remember? The Roman numerals. V is a 5. Again, going back to that 5 there. And all of this business, the Fifth Trumpet, the Fifth Angel, sounded. So, it has a lot to do with the gnashing of teeth as well. Because you see Venom with the teeth there, you see It with the teeth there, you even see the Nun with the teeth there. I mean, Stephen King's It. Stephen King. It likes to think it's king. Satan likes to think he's king. Well, he basically is, like, the king of the bad guys. He's like the top dog of the bad guys. He's the king of the Illuminati. He's the king of the Skull and Bones and the Freemasons, and even Opus Dei. And pretty much all secret societies on this planet. This right here is actually blasphemous because they're wanting you to think that nuns are evil and villainous when really, no, nuns are the ones who are pure and you're meant to trust nuns. And then, right here, you see the flood of Revelation 12 coming. So, let's take a look at this one Janice character from the Conjuring franchise. She's actually in the film Annabelle Creation. Now, this Janice character, she actually represents the Revelation 12 woman. You can see how she basically represents just like Alice in Wonderland, because she's wearing blue for Jesus and she's got blonde hair. But they want you to think that she's evil, but really she's not. She's good. She was just possessed by an evil spirit or an evil demon. Just because she went around with a knife. Like, that wasn't really her trying to kill people. It was actually the demon that was possessing her that was doing that. She was just the vessel, because the demon took over her body. So Janice, just like you have Janet, another character from the Conjuring franchise. She was in the Conjuring 2. So you see how Janet and Janice, they both represent Alice in Wonderland. They both represent the Revelation 12 woman. Just like Janet Van Dyne out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. She represents the Rev 12 woman as well. Janet Van Dyne, Janet Hodgson, both represent the same person. And of course, the V in Van, that has to do with Roman numerals. The 5th, the 5,